Goodbye, bad guy. Well, that takes Martin's score to 6,408,800. You don't need to be a mathematician to know that at 2/3 of the way through the game, that's not enough. We need some fancy shooting, Martin.
Right, mate, not much longer. OK, Martin is now going into the office there, just warped a guy up in the back, and there are lots of big blokes in black suits there. He's taking them all down with relative ease. Dave, it looks like he's going to do this. Yeah, he's doing very, very well. He's got the machine gun at the moment as he comes around the corner, which is very useful. He's going to have to switch it to the automatic because you can't reload the machine gun. Right, he's on automatic now. This is a Mexican wave beyond the desk. Dealt with those, no problem at all. They've gone back the other way. They've come back for more. It's a tricky moment now with the hostage because if he shoots the guy in the chest, he could take the hostage. That's it. He took his kneecaps out. Fine shooting there. OK, so more people coming out using that corner to try and hide from Martin, but they cannot hide from the Matherster at all. Round the corner there. He had a Magnum there he could have picked up. He chose to ignore that. And now he doesn't need it, mayhem. He doesn't need the Magnum. He doesn't need anything. There is still a chance, though, Martin can come a couple. We're very near the end of the game. If you want to see if he can do it, then please stay here while we go to today's reviews. First up, Dave and Rick tried to look moody over the Saturn's Virtua Fighter remix. This means they got some hip DJ in to add a couple of drum beats and a chicka-chicka-huh noise. Or maybe not. Well, Virtua Fighter really has been the Saturn's flagship game, and Virtua Fighter Remix bridges the gap between Virtua Fighter and Virtua Fighter 2. It's all the usual characters from the first game, but they've all been guru shaded like in the second game. And it's really quite good, although there aren't many differences in the playability.
I've never been a great Virtua Fighter fan. I've never liked the playability itself, and I certainly didn't like the graphics. So they have improved at least one of my quibbles. The only problem is, I still don't like the playability. It's still, to me, the slowest of the fighting games, 3D fighting games, I hasten to add, that are on the market.
KO.
Next up, top arcade racing action ahoy on the PC with Screamer. And being a Virgin game, expect some crazy controversial ad campaign to follow.
Screamer finally brings console racing action to the home computer. Basically, this is Ridge Racer for the PC, combining glorious graphics and impressive speed. In fact, this is probably the best racing game I've seen on this format.
It is certainly the best arcade racing game on this format, but that's what's inherently wrong about driving games on the PC. The PC owner is a more discerning person. They need more. They can't have the absolute speed that a console version of the same type of game would have.
For me, this game had it all. It had arcade action, nice tracks, good rivals, 8-player playability, everything I wanted on a PC.
Finally, Destruction Derby on the PlayStation is a game that encourages you to smash into other cars, which isn't big or clever and can have your eye out if you're not careful.
It looks like Ridge Racer. It's got fantastic graphics, especially when your car gets battered around by the opposition. Certainly in Destruction Derby mode, where you're centred in the middle of an entire arena and cars just pummel you into the sides. The only problem is, it's got no playability.
Yeah, I think the problem with Destruction Derby is perhaps they've tried to make it a little bit too realistic. They've taken all the fun out of it. It is just like driving a real car. When you do damage, you see damage on the car, you see damage on the other cars. There's no guns in it, though. There's no fantasy. You want a bit of fantasy in your games playing. And most of all, they've tried to make it like rock and roll racing. They've got the commentary in there and everything, but there's none of the playability, none of the fun.
This week's demo for PC blokes and ladies is the allegedly simple but addictive puzzle game Zoop. Log on to the number on screen, or you can get it via our webpage. The address is at the bottom. With a 14.4 modem, it'll take about 15 minutes to download, but get permission from the sucker who pays the bill. Right, Martin Mathers is in the final stage of his Virtua Cop event challenge. We're just about to move on to a final boss type situation. There he is. He still hasn't taken a hit at all. You can see bottom right corner, 7 hearts. He's picked up a couple. No hits yet at all, Dave. Now, what's this boss going to do?
Well, this boss is going to turn into a robot, and here he is. And the thing to do is to take the missiles out on the top. That's just what Martin's doing. Take out the missile launchers to stop him from firing at you.
What do these missiles do? Do they home in on you or anything like that?
They'll home in on you, they'll come straight for you, and they'll take a life if they catch you. Although Martin's got 7, he doesn't want to lose one now, not at this stage, not when he's so close.
OK, we can see the boss's energy at the top of the screen. It's getting very, very low indeed. He's doing fantastic. Well, that's the boss done.
That's the end of the boss.
This must be near the end now, Dave, surely.
Well, it would be normally, but you've got the helicopter boss, because what Martin's done is he finished the game in the exact sequence from beginner, medium level to expert level, and that means he's got an extra boss to contend with. OK, well, that's great, but it's also a bit of a pity because we're actually getting very, very close to the end of the show. We've only got about a minute of airtime left. It would be a tragedy if Martin does manage to complete this with maximum score, but we've got to the abyss. Let's hope that doesn't happen. You can see the energy bar of the boss there, about 3/4 way through. Dave, what's he got to do with this guy? He's just got to keep taking these missiles out, and then when he's got a free moment, hit the helicopter and get that energy bar down.
He's gone off now. He's done a runner. Oh no, he's back.
He goes off to reload, gives you a breather, but Martin's very slow. He's off the life.
He's taking a hit, but fantastic. That's the only hit he's taken in the entire game. He doesn't have a lot of time left though. Oh no, we're going to run out of time. Come on, Martin!
Well, this trigger finger action has really tired Martin. You can see how slow he is now, whereas before he was piling bullets into the enemies. Now he's much, much slower.
OK, we can see the energy bar is at the bottom of the screen. That it's getting lower and lower. As far as Dave and I know, he has got the maximum points still so far. We won't know that until the end though, completely. Come on, Martin, only a couple more clicks left. We're getting dangerously close to the end of transmission.
He won't have finished his challenge if he doesn't do it in time. That's it.
He's put up the boss. Let's see what the score is. Has he got the maximum? And the maximum score, yes, 9,999,999. Martin has done it, that's it, that's all we've got time for. No time for a formal presentation, so, oi, Martin, well done, mate. Thanks very much, bye-bye. Chicka chicka, huh.
Surprised.